Hello, welcome to my channel, Another Bibliophile Reads. My name is Greg, and I am a fool again. Last year, the evil mastermind, CriminOlly, created a challenge for himself where he was going to read 100 books that he already owned before buying another book. And that video went a little viral with some fellow booktubers, and they decided they were going to join in on his challenge too. And I watched them with a state of horror and dread, saying, "Oh, bloody hell no, I'm not gonna do that." And over dinner, I was telling my wife about these fools who were joining in on the 100 book challenge. And she looked at me and reminded me that my basement is full of books. My Kindle is full of books. My Audible account is full of books, and that I could easily do the 100 book challenge myself. And then I became a reluctant participant in the 100 book challenge. But as it turned out, I rather enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun going through it and defeating the challenge and resisting temptation on the books that I could buy, especially the wicked, naughty, evil Kindle sales, where there's this book on sale for $1.99 and it's just calling to you to buy it. And I had to resist temptation. And I succeeded. I defeated the 100 book challenge. And I thought that would be that. But no. This year, the 100 book challenge is returning. But it is being rebranded as the Read What You Own challenge with tiers. There is the bronze tier of 25 books. There is the silver tier of 50 books, the gold tier of 75 books, and the platinum tier of 100 books. Now, the reason this challenge has tiers is that 100 books is really not obtainable for most people. Most people have lives, they have kids, they have jobs, and reading 100 books, even in the course of a whole year, is rather a bit of a stretch. And not buying a book in that time period is much harder. So by introducing this tiers, it allows many more people to join in on the Read What You Own challenge. Now, I think 25 books is achievable for almost everyone. Now, the 100 book challenge, the platinum tier, that's hard. CriminOlly can do it because he reads very fast. I can do the platinum tier because I'm retired and I can throw a whole lot of time at this project. But other people can go for the bronze, the silver, or the gold, depending what they feel comfortable with. And I can tell you, this challenge was immensely more rewarding having CriminOlly in it with me. And I can watch his progress and sort of counter with mine. And we just follow each other and say how well we're doing. So I think this challenge will work a lot better if a lot more people join in. So if you're watching, go ahead and join this challenge at the tier you feel most comfortable at. Now, there are rules about buying books. And the rules are not set. Everyone can make up their own rules because everyone has their own lives and their own circumstances. And it'd be really hard to put just a rule for everyone. But I will tell you what my rules are. My first rule is that all formats count equally. This is the book. I read it, it counts. This is my Kindle. I read a book on my Kindle, it counts. This is a graphic novel. I read it, it counts. I have an Audible account. I listen to an audiobook, it counts. So all formats equal. Second is omnibuses. I can select individual books from an omnibus to count as a book. I don't have to read the whole omnibus. An example would be this Library of America edition of Kurt Vonnegut. It has 4 novels in there. I read 1 novel from this omnibus, it counts as a book. I read 2 novels from this omnibus, that would count as 2 books. All lengths count as a book. So, right here, let's take a look. We have the Brothers Karamazov. This is about 800 pages. Over here, we have Vantage, which is a book of poetry, and it's 64 pages long. Counts as a book, counts as a book. Page length does not matter. They all count as 1 book. I have prepaid Audible credits that I've purchased in October. They count as books I already own for the purposes of tallying my goal. So I can download a book next month, read it, and it will count as a book that I have read, but does not count as buying a book. Pre-orders count as books owned and can apply towards my goal, but books must be pre-ordered before the challenge begins. Now, realistically, this is going to apply to a box set of Cormac McCarthy books that I have ordered, and they will be delivered sometime in December. So I can read those books and count them towards my goal, but they're not counted as books that I am buying. I can buy books for specific reading events or as a judge for the BookTube Prize. I will try to obtain these books from the library if possible, but because these are books that I have to read, I will have to buy them. I can use promotional Amazon credits if I get any. Now this happens when I order some items from Amazon and I'm picking a delivery day, and if I choose overnight, get shipped the next day. Or the option is choose to deliver it 5 days later, and we'll give you $3 in digital credit. If I get that credit, I can use that credit to purchase books. Those books will not count towards my overall reading goal. I can receive gifts. Someone wants to buy me a gift, they can give me a gift of a book. Does not count as buying a book. I can also use the remaining gift card balance on my Amazon account. As of today, I have about $29 left. And I can use that as I choose. But again, those won't count towards my reading goal if I purchase them after the challenge has begun. So those are my rules. Thank you for watching. I hope you will consider joining in one of the tiers of this challenge. Keep on reading and onward to 100 books.